Hi guys, this is Luis. Welcome back to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to allow the user that you have delegated control to perform the task that you have granted him the chance to. Now, in the previous video, I showed you that there are two ways that the person can actually perform the task. One of the ways is to use a tool called RSAT. Then the other way is that the person will have to log onto the server through remote desktop services. So in this video, I'm going to show you RSAT. Then in the next video, I'll show you how to log onto the server through remote desktop services. Now I have downloaded RSAT from the Microsoft website here on my system. I need to install this on the client computer, but because of our settings in the Hyper-V, I cannot copy and paste this directly into the client computer, but then I can put this on the server. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the server, and then I'm going to create a folder and then share the folder so that it can be accessed from the client machine. So we are going to quickly do that, and then we will install RSAT. So I'm just going to drag this. Let me just right click and copy, then come to the server and then paste. So whilst it's copying, I'm going to create a new folder. Let me make it full screen. I'm going to create a new folder, and I'll just call it RSAT, and then I'll just drag this into it. Then I'll just drag this into it. So now right click on the RSAT, go to properties, and then sharing, and then advanced sharing. Then share this folder. Permissions, because I want everyone to access it, I'm going to make it full control, and apply. Okay, apply. Okay, whatever I'm doing here is just for the sake of this RSAT. We'll look at permissions at another time and we'll do it properly. So security, then edit, then you click add, then type AUTH, and then check names. It should read as authenticated users. Then you say okay, then give them full control, apply, and then okay, and then close. So this file has been shared. So now we go to the client system. Oh, I think my client is not on. Let me quickly power on my client. Okay, it's on. It's on. It's on. So connect. Okay, so my user is here, W Dyke. So I'll quickly log in. I have issues with Windows activation. Okay, no problem. So I'll go to the desktop, and then to access the folder that has been shared, what I'll do is I'll type Windows R, then double backslash, then DC1 backslash. So the folder I have shared is RSAT. So you see, as I type the service name, automatically it comes. So I just click on RSAT and then say okay. Then say okay. So this is the file. So I'm going to drag it onto the desktop of the client. So now I have a copy of the file on my client system. So I'm going to right click on this and then open. Now it's going to ask for credentials, so you put the administrator credentials. Oh, seriously? So I have to now go ahead and install. It's going to ask you, do you want to install the following Microsoft software update? I say yes. So it's going to copy the package. RSAT is an update for the Windows, so it's going to copy the package, and then I accept. So it's going to take a while for the installation to complete, so I'm going to pause the recording, and when the installation is done, then we will pick up from here. If you get any error, leave me a message and then we will solve it. Okay, so welcome back. The installation is complete. So once your installation is complete, you should see a screen like this. So I just click close. So let me just refresh my screen. Now, what is RSAT? RSAT is a tool, is actually a part of the server, okay, that allows you to manage the server from another Windows computer. So if you have another Windows computer, then you can use the RSAT tool to manage the server from that Windows computer. What RSAT actually does is it brings you all the things that you have in Server Manager under Tools onto your normal client system. So when I come to the client system and then I go to the applications, and then I have administrative tools. So it says that this is new. So when I open this, do you see something familiar here? So we have our Active Directory Administrative Center, Active Directory Domains and Trust, Active Directory Module for PowerShell, Active Directory Sites and Services, Active Directory Server. If you scroll down, you're going to see the Windows Server Backup and then all that. Windows Server Update Services, everything that is on the server, even those we have not yet installed, everything is here. So what we want to do is we just want the person to be creating users and computers, because that is the right we gave to the person. So I'm just going to right click this and I'm going to say pin to taskbar. I'm going to say pin to taskbar and then just close this here. So you can see I have Active Directory right here on the client system. So when I click on this, you can see that I have my Active Directory here, my domain louise.com. When I expand, you can see all the organizational units just as it is on the domain. So I can expand this and then go to users, and you can see WDAC, everything is here. So we delegated control of the HROU. I want you to look at something. The fact that the person is here does not mean the person can just do anything. We granted this person the right to only manage user account, create new account, and then reset passwords. Let me try creating an organizational unit. So I right click new organizational unit. Okay, I want to call this one bankers, and then I say okay. It says Windows cannot create the object bankers because access is denied, because this person was not given the right to create organizational units. Okay, he was given the right under HR, right? So let me try creating a group under HR, new, and then say group, and then call it bankers again, and then say okay. It says Windows cannot create it. So even though you've given the person the right to have access to Active Directory on their system, the principle of least privilege is applied here. So the person won't be able to do anything that you have not explicitly permitted. But then if, let's say, this user says he has forgotten his password, then this person can right click on this user's account and then select what, reset password, and then type a password for the person. And then just say okay. That was possible because the right we gave to the person was to manage user account and then reset password. So basically this is how you can perform the task when you are when you have been delegated control. So as an administrator, you have to make sure the RSAT is installed on the client system. If it's in a real life environment, you don't have to go through the stress I go through by sharing the file on the network. You can just download it directly from Microsoft's website, and then you can just install it directly on the client system. So I will make sure I put a link in the description where you can just download the RSAT for your operating system version, and then you can go ahead and delegate control and then let people use RSAT to perform their tasks. Thank you for watching.